Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Welcome to Quest Field in Seattle, Washington. I'm Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth. Happy to have you alongside to what should be a fantastic football showcase. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys. Obviously, guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. The Chiefs will set up shop at the 26-yard line. Just gets it off.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Surveys the field.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
Steps up in the pocket and throws it as he's hit.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Charles takes it up the middle.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
He's going to pass. The stop was made by Lofa Tatupu.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
Castle hands off on the delay. He makes his way to about the 35. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. He's dropped for a loss.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. Wants the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Matt Castle had several options on that play, including maybe taking off and running with it, but he's got such great confidence in his arm and his receivers, he was able to make it happen.
And he adds the point after. Kansas City is up a score. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Kansas City will send this one deep. Forsett is back to receive the kick. Forsett from the 1-yard line. Forsett fumbles, picks up the ball, and he can run. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift. Point after is good. Forsett fields it at the 1. He makes it back to the 25. Well, let's see if the offense can make up for their misfortune from just a few moments ago. Here's the give. He gets to about the 37. From their own 37-yard line. Pass is short right side. Branch can't hang on to the ball. Kansas City got it.
Wide receivers are pretty good at catching the football. They're not always good at running with the football. It takes a lot of strength to hold on to that ball, and he gave it up. Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Castle flips it out. He's wrestled down at the 18.
Yeah, they did a really nice job sealing off the corner there, and good vision that time by the back. A lot of patience, took his time, found the hole, picked up a nice gain.
Charles takes it left. Charles gains about 4 yards on the play. Second and 6 yards to go. And the rock sits on the 14. Castle hands it off. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs need 4 plays to go the 35 yards to the end zone.
When a ball carrier has that kind of superb vision, he can really make a defense pay. And offensive linemen love playing with a back like that because if there is a hole, he's going to find it.
The PAT is up and good. Kansas City will send this one deep. Forsett is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Forsett fields it at the 7. He returns to the 26.
The Seahawks are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Moves to his right. And the tackle was made by Demario Williams. He'll gain 8 on the play. And 2 yards away here on second down. Hasselbeck hands off to the left. He makes his way to about the 45. Demario Williams was there for the stop. Gets it away.
Matt Hasselbeck is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
Just make plays, one at a time.
They'll face second down and 10. Looks left. Here's a short pass. A gain of 6 yards on the play.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play that this offense is built around.
So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. It's the fullback.
Well, I'm sure the defense was caught a little off guard by that run call there, but if you're going to call run there, you better pick up a first down or you're going to be reading about it in the newspaper the next day.
Everybody stay composed.
The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. The Chiefs bring their hot offense back out. They've taken it downfield for touchdowns on their last 2 series. Charles gets it on the inside. Earl Thomas was there to bring him down. Charles gets 7 yards on the play. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Another run. Charles gains around 3 yards on the run. It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Dumps it out left. He gets knocked out of bounds, At the 41-yard line. The defense was coming with the heat on that play.
But you'd never know it if you were watching the quarterback. He stood in there strong, completely relaxed, and made that defense pay that time.
Has a man to his right. Little flip. That incompletion will bring up second down. On their own 41-yard line. Castle hands it off. He's brought down at the 47-yard line. We've played a quarter. The score is 21-0. They'll line up again on third down. Jones gets the call again.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
It bounces out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
Short throw to the left. Powers through the defender. He's knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. Hasselbeck gives it up the middle. Breaks free. And he's knocked out at the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks hit him again with another huge gain on the ground. You know, this is just amazing to watch an offensive line like this taking over.
Hasselbeck gives it left.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Second down now, 12 to go. Dumps it out right. Gilberry hits him for a loss to the 18-yard line. That brings up 3rd and 13. And the ball on the 18-yard line. Going up top for the end zone.
Great pressure that time to force that off-target throw. You know when you're bringing pressure, you're going to leave somebody open down the field. You just have to hope you get there before that quarterback finds them.
Fourth down. And the kicker is on to try this one from 35 yards out. So after that kick, the score is now the Seahawks 3, the Chiefs 21. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He'll take it from the 2. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Passes it short. He's dropped down at the 37.
The Chiefs are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
He rolls out to his right.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. Charles was his intended target. Here's the throw. It's tipped away. Great defense. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Forsett is back deep to receive. He makes it out to the 28.
The Seahawks did come away with 3 on that last series, but defenses typically know if they hold teams to field goals, it's to their benefit. That one looked like a halfback option, and when you try and run that play, you have to be able to set that edge and get the back outside. That time, simply no time to get the ball up to even think about a pass. Good play design there. Very solid protection. Gave the quarterback time to examine the whole field until he finally found the open man.
And he's tackled at the 37.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Fourth down. The Seahawks line up to punt. Returns the punt from the 16.
I'm thinking he should have fair caught that one. He was hit almost immediately after bringing that one in. Maybe he was thinking that the punter had outkicked his coverage. Wrong.
Charles on the inside handoff.
The Chiefs are really having their way so far against this defense. They have a healthy per carry average, so if they can keep this up, they'll wear out the defense.
Showtime today, baby.
Has a man to his right. Little flip. Leroy Hill was defending on the play. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. Jones takes a handoff. A 7-yard play. That brings up third down. Third down, 3 to go. He's wrestled down at the 40.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
So, it's fourth down. The Chiefs ready to punt this one away. Starting back at his own 15. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Short throw to the left. TJ Hushmanzada made solid contact and popped the ball out of there.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
Rolls to his right.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
The pass is away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
He's brought down at the 31. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout. He rolls out to the right. He's dropped down at the 34-yard line. Gets the pass off. He's tackled at the 48-yard line. And they will speed things up a bit by going no huddle. He throws downfield. And he's tackled at the 28-yard line.
Matt Castle is really feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand, and, normally he's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of passes in a row, but he's hot right now.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Here's a halfback. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. Charles picks up 5 yards. Third down, 6 yards to the first. Ball on the 24. Looking for a man. Seattle will take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. They're going to try a long field goal here. Looking at a 48-yard field goal. It's up, and it's good. He's hit and dropped at the 26-yard line. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. And the pass is knocked away. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass.
This is unbelievable.
Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 26. Breaks through up the gut. He gets to about the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 41. Good coverage downfield. And it looks like the offense needs a timeout. So that was their last timeout. They line up at the 46. In heavy traffic.
Really good work by the Chiefs.
Goes through his progression. Bushmanzada fumbles the ball. Who's going to come up with this one? Kansas City falls on it, and they have the turnover. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 24-3. Seattle awaits the kickoff to start the third quarter. He makes it to the 22. The offense will take over at the 22-yard line. He lets it go.
Matt Hasselbeck was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
Jones gets the ball left side.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. He's dropped down at the 35.
The Seahawks had a good first half running the ball, and it looks like they're going to continue doing the same in the second half.
Jones takes the delayed handoff.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Tosses it out. He fights forward to about the 36. So another third down coming up for the offense. Rolling out to his right.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Yeah, it's on.
4th down. The Seahawks are lining up to punt it away. He'll field it at the 17.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
Charles gets 8 yards on the play. From their own 29-yard line. Flips it out short to his left. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call. That penalty will move them back a bit.
Sloppy play right there. The one thing you learn as an offensive player is you can't give away yards. They are just too hard to come by. The Chiefs have had a brilliant game running the ball. If this keeps up, this defense will be totally gassed in the 4th quarter.
Castle hands it left. A pickup of about 3. 2nd down. Second and 7 situation here. Short pass to his left. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. Third down and 4 coming up right here. So the ball on the 49. He lets it go but pays a price with a monster hit.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
And they down it at the 4-yard line.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
Hammered as he lets it go.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Hasselbeck with the give. Demario Williams has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle. from their own 19-yard line. Searching for an open man. He's wrestled down at the 37.
Matt Hasselbeck is really a perfect West Coast style of quarterback. He's quick in the pocket. He has a quick release. He understands defenses, and he rarely makes those mental mistakes.
Jones gains around 8 yards on the run. Again, he'll get the call. And he's tackled at the 45. They line up at the 45. Flips it out short. He's tackled at the 30.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
The pigskin. Oh. Breaks through up the gut. Nice gain of about 7. And that'll bring up second down. This is a 2nd and 3 yards to go situation. The pigskin is on the 23-yard line. Hit as he throws. He's brought down at the 12. TJ Hushmanzada is able to make his 4th reception. The ball is on the 12-yard line. On the ground, right side. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Seahawks. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 24-3. The Seahawks have possession in the red zone to start this final quarter, but they need to get to work quickly. Has a man short to his left. Touchdown, Seattle. And he adds the point after. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. Castle with the give. He's dropped down at the 27-yard line.
Pretty poor judgment on that play. You just have to be aware of the situation, and he wasn't.
Charles on the handoff. Gashes the defense for a pickup of 9. That brings up second down. Second and a yard coming up. Short throw to the left. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. Dwayne Bowe makes his third grab.
There we go, baby.
Short throw to the right.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one. Just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Has a man to his right. Little flip. Kelly Jennings with the coverage on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10. He's searching for a receiver. It's tipped and falls incomplete. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
It's 4th down. The Chiefs are lining up to punt this one away. And it's in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. It's a pass. He's wrestled down at the 42.
And really, when you talk about the guys who have some of the best hands in the league, this guy is clearly on that list.
He's dropped down at the 46-yard line. Passing in this situation seems like it would have been a good idea.
Passing in every situation seems to me like it would be a better idea, but When you have the clock working against you like this, it's time to put it up.
Still looking for an open man. The pass is tipped. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. They're going deep. He drops the easy pick. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Third down and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 40. Surveys the field. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. They have a decent lead late in the game. What do you expect to see here?
Well, now's the time that you want to use as much clock as possible, and absolutely the worst thing that can happen is turn the football over. So a lot of safe runs, maybe some screens, maybe some pitches, some sweeps, just anything to keep the chains moving at this point.
First down, 10 to go. He rolls out to the right. And he's out of bounds. Incomplete.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Looks for the safe short throw. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Has a man short to his left. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. And he's tackled at the 45.
Yeah, I don't think that was a designed quarterback run on that one. He simply couldn't find anybody open, saw a running lane, and boy, that didn't stay open for very long either.
Jones off the left side. He's knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
What a run that was. I really thought he might be gone there, but they were finally able to chase him down.
After the big ground game, the offense is knocking on the door. First down and goal. Hit hard as he throws. Chris Chambers was the intended receiver on the play.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Six more yards for the score. He throws short. He's brought down at the 4.
They were trying to work that ball down the field. There really wasn't anything there. They dump it off, and not much underneath either.
And they'll line up 3 yards away. Castle, hands off. Touchdown, Chiefs.
1 score is nice, but 2, that is really special. And ask any fantasy football player out there, if this guy's on your team, you're almost as happy as he is right now.
And he adds the point after. With under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play, the score, the Chiefs 31, the Seahawks 10. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And he gets the ball at the 5. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. Goes through his progression. And that's a catch.
The threat of the run is always going to make the play pass more effective, forcing them to respect the run, and that will allow things to open up downfield. Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. They're on their 33. Looking for a man. He's wrestled down at the 45.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
Pass is short right side. He's still moving forward.
Matt Hasselbeck is one of the best in the league at setting up play action, and it is especially effective against that zone defense. The linebackers want to step up and make a play, and it's so difficult for them to drop back then into their zones.
Good coverage downfield. Second down now following the incomplete pass. They line up at the 21. Under heavy pressure. Gets it off and he takes a hit. Third down coming up after that incompletion. The offense facing another third down here. He rolls out to his right. Flips it out short to his left. Tosses it backwards. Fumble on the play.
Very good work that time to recover the football for the defense. And if you've ever been in the bottom of one of those pileups like that, you know that anything goes.
There is a challenge on the field. The ruling will be reviewed. After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
They line up at the 12. Two minutes left in the ball game. He's dropped down at the 9.
Now, here's a guy that typically is in there just to block, but when he does get an opportunity to carry the football, you can see he gets excited, and here he got the job done.
Good job over there, baby.
Point after is good. Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Seahawks, 17. The Chiefs, 31. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Seattle comes out in the onside kick formation. The Chiefs get the ball back.
And like the saying goes, desperate times call for desperate measures, but for them, desperate measures didn't work out.
He's tackled at the 22.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
The Seahawks will take their second time out of the half. Cuts back and he's dropped.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Hands it off. He's brought down at the 3. Runs for about 8 yards. And so it will be third down. The defense is backed up against their own end zone. They go with the kneel down. That's all from Quest Field. We have highlights and stats coming up next. Stay with us. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.